Hello there. I've got a friend, and everyone who drives a Tesla's got one, that's forever telling them when something goes wrong with the Tesla because of the publications that you read. And it's actually my wife's friend who is always telling her about things that go wrong. It's usually someone who works in the oil industry, and they get all the bad news about Teslas and never the bad news about the diesel and petrol cars that cause so much damage. So anyway, and this one was about a guy who got trapped in his Tesla. There was no power and he couldn't get out, and he wanted everyone to know how to get out of a Tesla with the manual, not the electric. And it's quite straightforward, because I must admit, it's something I didn't know, hadn't needed to know, but you know, if the power does go and you want to get out manually, it's quite straightforward. The electronic way of getting out, where you press the button, and just behind where the buttons for the windows are, front and rear, you just reach behind, reach down, pull up, and the door opens manually, and it's really quite simple. So there you are. That's a very easy thing to do. And if you do decide to use the manual for any reason, this warning comes up saying the manual door release is used. It may damage the window trim, so there's just a warning notice there to use the electric opening whenever you can. And then we can report back to our friend who thinks Teslas are not very good that all is well, and we can then if we did lose power, we'd be able to get out. You know, I don't know what happens in a nice car, whether they have the same system. I don't know. Perhaps you could let me know. Perhaps you let me know about the stories you get. It's negative stories about Tesla from non-Tesla owners. There are so many, and yet the people that buy the Tesla, use them, you know, speak so highly. And that's what I realized when I first bought the Tesla, or when I was leading up to making a purchase, is how good they are judged by the owners, and not spending billions of pounds a year on advertising. But they do have to put up with this kind of very bad negative approach from the press. They will search for the negative stories, and because it's not a balance when you're only having the negative and not the positives, and there are just so many positives. You know, cleaner, it's cheaper, better for the environment, makes so much sense, better for the carbon emissions on so many levels. If you're thinking of buying one, when I bought this car, I did think that they still had the referral program, where if you bought your Tesla from a referral, that person then got supercharge miles. And I thought, I'll do that. I'll go to YouTube and I can do all that, and I can get referrals and have free supercharging. 3 days after I bought the car, they said, sorry, we're stopping doing that. I think they thought the orders were getting bigger and bigger and the waiting list was getting bigger and bigger. Why do it? So that's what they did. So hey ho, I never managed to do that, but don't mind. I enjoy blogging. I enjoy. If you found this useful, please leave a comment below. And there was many aspects of the Tesla that I still don't know, because most cars, within a day or two, you know pretty much everything, and you run through in the dealership. Not that I ever bought a new car from a dealership, but second hand, they run through it, and you know most things, and off you go. But with a Tesla, you're constantly finding out, and now bought it last September, so we're, what, 8 months now, getting close to 9, and there's still things you keep finding out. And that's good, and it's fun with the Tesla. I love the Tesla, glad I bought it. I wish they would make a much smaller model than the Model 3. They talked about it, but maybe you don't make as much money out of that. What do you think? Please let me know, and hope you can like and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to keep using those reusable coffee mugs. Take care, bye.